people become gods. Yeah, so that's Teotihuacan. The word is on Nahuatl. Yeah, Nahuatl is one of the ancient languages. It's also known as the Aztec language. It's still spoken by about 2 million people. Yeah, you can read it over here. Yeah, of course, with the Latin alphabet, but this is the way it will sound with the Latin alphabet. Aquí pueden leer el náhuatl, de hecho. Sí, obviamente escrito con el alfabeto latino, pero así es como sonaría. So you can read the explanations at different places on Spanish, Nahuatl, and English. Right now we are over here. Yeah, here is gate number 3, as somebody put it over here. This is gate 3. So we are going to go around this area. We are going to finish over here in front of the Temple of the Moon. That is that one over there. And then you will walk through this avenue. You climb the Pyramid of the Moon. You walk over here through the Avenue of the Dead. You come and climb the Temple of the Sun. And coming down of the temple, in front of the Pyramid of the Sun, this is gate number 2, Puerta 2. Okay? Where we will meet at 3:30. Continuamos por acá, por favor. It is only 10% of what it was. Yeah. Of course, what we can see, it is like the downtown of the city. The main buildings, the main public spaces, yeah, areas for political and religious ceremonies, for pilgrims coming over here through this avenue. Yeah, all of these that we somehow get to see from here is only 10%. Almost all of the valley around here, it was covered with the houses of the people. This got to be one of the biggest and one of the most important cities of the ancient Mexico. Even we can say that this was like the Rome of Mesoamerica. Yeah, one of the main cities between Costa Rica and the north of Mexico. This city got to have a very big influence over all of the other cities flourishing at the same time. This was a cosmopolitan place. Yeah, there were people coming from the Mayan area, from the Gulf of Mexico, Zapotes from the Pacific, also groups of the North were coming over here to trade, yeah, or for political agreements, or for pilgrimages, to delivering offerings to the pyramids or to the temples over here at Teotihuacan. So this wasn't a Mayan city, and also it wasn't an Aztec city. Yeah, the Aztecs were the ones that gave the name to it, but the Aztecs found it already abandoned, as they were looking for their own place to settle. Before the Aztecs settled in Mexico City, they were living in the north, someplace around the border of what it is today Mexico and the United States. Over there was a place called Aztlán. Therefore the name Aztec is the people from Aztlán. Yeah, and over there, according to their myths, they receive orders by their main god, Huitzilopochtli, that told them that there was another place for them to settle. A promised land, a sacred space from the one they will start to build a great empire. So these gods told them that they were going to recognize that place where they spot an eagle standing on a cactus tree and the eagle eating a snake. Yeah, the symbol that you see on the Mexican flag. So after a long journey of about 200 years, Yeah, they were walking, no wheel, no horses, no animals to ride, so they had to do it walking. Around 1325, they just put a symbol somewhere over there at the Zócalo in Mexico City, according to the myth. They never saw an eagle on a cactus tree eating a snake. It is an idea that they created to be seen as the chosen ones to build an empire. What did happen, and there is record of that, it was the pilgrimage of the 200 years. During that pilgrimage, they crossed over this place. They saw these big buildings aligned to the cardinal points, to the levels of the universe, to the landscape, as we will see. So the Aztecs were so amazed about this place that they thought, here the people were becoming gods, or they wanted to become gods. For them, this was a mirror of the universe. Yeah, over here the people were copying the creation, so that's why the Aztecs call it Teotihuacan, the city of gods, the city where people become gods.
What's the symbolism behind the goat?
Behind the goat, I think I'm not making my symbol understandable. Not
Oh,
goat,
God.
goat,
God.
the goth,
God.
goth,
God.
the
Okay,
goth.
sí, okay.
Yes.
Comprendo.
Yeah. And it started to be built around 100 years before Christ. Yeah, this is considered the first great city of the ancient Mexico. Yeah, so it started to be built about 100 years before Christ. The main period of development was between 200 and 500 after Christ. By 700, the city started to have a lot of problems. Between 700 and 900 after Christ, the city was collapsing, and little by little, it was abandoned. And some years later is when the Aztecs crossed over here.
Inside is not hollow, it's dirt.
It's dirt, it's solid. In Mexico, the only ones so far that we know, the only ones that had chambers inside that are working as tombs as well, are the Mayan pyramids, yeah, or the Mayan buildings. In the central part of Mexico, all of them are solid. Yeah. At the moment, some studies are going to start at the Pyramid of the Sun, because there are some archaeologists that have the idea that there might be a chamber inside that one, that maybe there is a tomb. So we might know for sure about that in about 10 years, yeah, 5 to 10 years. Yeah, so right now is the possibility, of that, the studies. Yeah. Over here as well, what they have inside is other pyramids. This was done all over Mesoamerica. The Mayas, the Aztecs, the Zapotecs, everybody, they built their temples on the holy ground. And every 52 years, or on political changes, they were building over and over the structures they already had. Yeah. So it is known for already that the Pyramid of the Moon has other 7 pyramids inside. So the Pyramid of the Sun has other ones inside, and maybe the space, with the chamber as a tomb. It's the temple of the feathered snake, the temple of Quetzalcoatl. So one on the skies, one on the underground. Somehow the building is connecting like this the 3 levels of the universe. The underworld, the building coming up to the ground, and connecting to the skies. Yeah. From here also you can see that the Temple of the Moon, it is framed by the mountain on the back. Yeah, the pyramid is taking the position of that mountain. There is a relation between mountain and pyramid. Yeah. On the Mexican mythology, they thought of their deities, their gods, as giants, as in other cultures. So the mountains are the houses of the giants, the houses of the gods. So the pyramid is a mountain, man-made, it's a temple, it's a house for the god. Yeah, so the pyramids are taking the position of the mountains around. So the city somehow is aligned with the landscape. And the cardinal points, the Pyramid of the Moon on the north. Yeah, this avenue is coming from the south, ending over here on the north. Yeah, the Temple of the Sun, it has the steps facing to the west. Yeah, so the alignment to the cardinal points. You can check with your compasses on your phones, on your mobiles. The alignment, it is almost perfect. Yeah, just about 3 degrees, that it seems that it's a mistake. Yeah, so then again, the city built like a giant calendar.
And which pyramid is copying Egypt's pyramid?
Egyptian.
No, no, there is no
No?
copy of the Egypts. No. No, no. Why do you have that idea that it's a copy?
I heard
Just
read
the
something
shape, little
about it.
bit, but it's not exactly the same.
No, no, no. Actually, as I was telling in the morning, over here we don't have pyramids. We
Yeah.
don't. Over here they don't end on a tip as the Egyptian ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, over here they are built on platforms, no, getting shorter to the top.
Oh, it's different.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And well, the only relation it is the base, no, somehow in the pyramidal shape. Oh no, no, you will not read a copy. Egypt was built about 3 years earlier than this city. Yes. Ending over here on the north. Yeah, so it is bringing us, or bringing the people to the north, to the place of
From
the day.
light to dark.
Is it
From
on,
light to dark, exactly.
right? Is it on
Yes.
this one that they did the human sacrifices
In both
every
of them.
day?
In both of
on
them.
both.
Both of them.
So to the moon, for the moon to come back up, the sun to come back up.
Somehow,
Hey,
yes.
one human every day.
No, usually every 20 days. Yeah, the sacrifices. And yes, right, the north is the place of darkness. Yeah, for the ancient Mexicans, and I think for other cultures in the north hemisphere, the north was the place of the dead, the place of darkness. This is because of the observation of the sun. No, we know through the year, the sun will go to the south for the solstice of winter. After the solstice of winter, the days start to be larger than night. So the south is for the light, for the sun. When the sun starts to move to the north, yeah, and when it reaches the farther it can get to the north, then we have the solstice of summer. After the solstice of summer, the nights start to be larger than the day. So then the north is for the night. On the north, the night defeats the light. So that's why on the north we have the temple of the moon. It's the brightest object on the sky at night. Yeah, so this is the path towards the place of the night, the place of the death. But the moon is related with fertility, to Xalchiutlicue, the goddess of fertility. So it's the goddess of life living on the place of the death, balancing the energies for life and death.
Moon governs the night, sun governs the day.
Así es, that's right. And the moon is female and the sun is male. Yeah, so it's also the opposite as well, keeping the balance of the universe.
During the digging this out, underneath these stones, is it filled dirt?
Is it what's
Filled dirt. Dirt.
Yes, yes, yes.
So it's an outer perimeter. You can see.
Well, actually, you can see over here the hole. Yeah, there's a hole over here on the floor. Yeah. And on that room over there, yeah, at the corner, you can see over there, no, where there is like a fence there. Yeah, well,
What was that for?
there is another hole, and you can see there is a canal on the wall. Yeah, that is part of the drainage system of the city. Yeah. So they had, on this area actually they had baths and toilets. Yeah, so over here they had dirty waters, they needed to get rid of those. So those holes are connected to canals that are collecting, well, in this case, dirty waters that are taken by these canals under the main avenue. Under the main avenue, under the Avenue of the Dead, there are two big canals running. Yeah, and going down. No, the city is built on a terrain that is coming from here from the north down to the south. So the canals will take the dirty water onto a river that is crossing from east to the west. Yeah, so the river was actually changed from its original course. So they moved the river to have running water crossing over the city and cleaning the dirty waters away. There were other ones, as we will see in a moment. Yeah, from here we cannot see any. But there were other holes that were collecting the water of rain, avoiding flooding, and as well with inclination, distributing the water and collecting it at different areas around the city. Restaurados, sí, unas partes reconstruidas, claro.
Do they have a brick factory for these brick?
They get them from the mountain over here that we were looking at behind the pyramid. That is the remaining volcano. and painted mainly with the red tone that we will appreciate. Everything.
Great.
Yeah, the little pyramids, the big ones, as you can see on the side, the interior of the rooms, the exterior, the floors, everything was covered with a plaster and painted red.
Even the outside of all
Yeah,
the pyramids. I mean,
Everything,
everywhere.
everything, yes.
I'm picturing like Santorini.
By the god of water, by Tlaloc. Somehow the city is dedicated mainly for him. Even recent studies are bringing out that the pyramid of the sun is also dedicated to water. Yeah, to fire and water, the pyramid of the sun. No? So, like the one of the Aztecs that was for water and fire as well. So in this case, we have the shape like waves, the water. One of the symbols or one of the animals to represent the god of water is a crocodile. Look over here. Well, those figures, but on this one we can see it better. We have half a circle and the kind of dot, not the big dot in the middle. Yeah? Those are eyes of crocodile on one side. Those are the eyes of the crocodile coming out of the water. Yeah, so it's a symbol representing Tlaloc, the storm god, the god of rain. Okay, so paintings like this and even more with the jaguars, birds, and others were covering the whole city. And here also we can see how they were making their
Is
roof.
this what they think?
This is a restoration, it's reconstruction, but this is exactly the way they were doing it.
That's something to look at.
Exactly how it would like. Even this, it was covered with a plaster.
Wow.
They were not looking at it. No, it was also rendered.
Put some drywall.
And it was isolated as well, to have these places fresh or warm, depending the season. The city got to have about 150,000 inhabitants. Some even think about 200,000 on the highest moments of flourishment. The citizens were organizing neighborhoods according to their activities. There were neighborhoods for soldiers, for musicians, for painters, for handcrafters. So very well organized on different socioeconomic levels. The ones that had the better position in the society were the priests. There were theocracies. So they were the ones living close to the main avenue, close to the main pyramids. So over here actually there was a palace. Yeah, so over here at this area there must have been taken very important decisions for the city. So this is like the whole, the claws, the tail, and as a shape, there is the shape of a butterfly. So this shape, you can see, like this one, you can see it over there in front. These ones on the sides, all of the other ones on the side, you see a bird on its side, like this one over here. Yeah, so here is again, the head of the bird, the beak, yeah, and the shape as a butterfly. If you see on the columns, you can see there are some pink stones, and other ones gray, brown. The pink ones are the original stones. So the only column that was found about 100% original, it is that one on that corner. Everything else, it is about 90% restored or reconstructed. But it's very well done, a lot of work from the archaeologists and restorers. And you can see over there on the center, the hole for the drainage well system, so collecting the water of rain and not avoiding this square to get flooded. No, in this space no. No, this space was easier. Yeah, so this is the palace of the Quetzal Papalotl. You can read also over there the word Quetzal Papalotl. Bear, Guatemala, Calakmul in Campeche, the peninsula of Yucatan, Palenque in Chiapas, close to the border with Guatemala, and some other cities or small towns of the Mayas on that area were contemporary to this one. It is known that there were Mayas coming over here, from Tikal, as also there were people from Teotihuacan, of course, over there at Tikal. So they were not isolated. The Mayas over there in Guatemala and over here Teotihuacan, and others around the Gulf and some others to the Pacific. No, there was contact. They had routes of commerce. They had political agreements and even wars as well. So, yeah, there have been found objects of the Mayas inside the Pyramid of the Moon. No? So the Mayas were coming over here, delivering offerings at this place. So somehow we can imagine as well that how today, we are so amazed to come over here and we want to see these big buildings that once, our ancestors did. At that time, when they were built, when they were used, people in other places of Mesoamerica also they might have wanted to come over here to see the city where the people were becoming gods, where they were building somehow we can imagine skyscrapers, and a great city connected with the universe. So it was also attracting a lot of people. Today we call ourselves tourists, but at that time they were pilgrims, delivering offers at these different sacred places. So most of the pilgrimages, I was telling you, they were coming over the avenue here of the dead. From here we can clearly see that to come to this square, it seems like it was allowed for everybody. I mean, it looks like an open square. Everybody could get over here through this avenue. To go to the Pyramid of the Sun, as you can see, you will have to go to the other side of the avenue. You will enter a smaller square. So it seems that that was a private square, just for a few to have ceremonies in front of that one, while everybody was allowed to participate on the ceremonies over here. Also, the ancient Mexicans had an idea of that. On the one, everybody was going to reach a place called Mictlan, the place of the dead. A place that was going to connect and to put equal everybody. Didn't matter, the economical situation or the activity. Everybody was going to get over here. But a few after that were going to reach the place of the sun. It was like the highest place to reach. That place was only going to be reached by soldiers that died during battles or on the sacrifice, or by women that died at the moment of giving birth. So warriors, men and women, they were going to rest next to the sun if they died on their battle. So somehow we can see also the urban design of the city according to the knowledge of the universe, the astronomical observation, and this telling them somehow how they were going to live, giving the rules also of their lives. By the mountain on the other side, it has almost the same shape. If we look over here through the avenue, or to the avenue, we can see that the structures on the side, the temples on the side, fit with the hills at the end. It looks like the avenue is going to continue through those hills. This is very beautiful. The architecture never breaks the landscape. It's an architecture integrated to the landscape. Around here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 little temples, 4 little pyramids on the east. Symmetrically, so with order, over here on the west, also 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 4 over here on the south, 2 on each side of the avenue. And 2. So we have 4, 4, and 4, 12. And the main one, 13. So the 13 full cycles of the moon on 365 days. This was also very convenient for the Christians to tell about Jesus. It was like seeing Jesus at the center